Hello everyone, welcome back to Ethereal Guidance. I hope you all are doing well. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be asking Spirit how the person on your mind honestly feels about you. So this can be about literally anybody. It could be a romantic interest, a friend, a family member, anyone that you just want to know how they honestly feel about you. So I have 3 groups for you to choose from. We have pile 1 with the selenite wand, pile 2 with the amethyst, and pile 3 with the rose quartz pendulum. So you can pause the video if you need more time to meditate on the piles. As always, the timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you all in your readings. Hi pile 1, if you chose this selenite wand, then this is going to be your reading where we are looking at how the person on your mind honestly feels about you. So we're going to jump straight into your reading here. I am going to be structuring this reading a little bit differently. We're going to do kind of like a comparison. So we'll have person A, which my intention is for person A to be you and person B is the person that you're asking about. We're going to see how person A views and feels about person B, and then vice versa, how person B views and feels about person A. Hopefully person A resonates with you, and if not, feel free to like flip-flop if you resonate more with person B. But my intention was that person A would be you and how you're viewing person B. That way you can kind of gauge and see like if this pile resonates with you. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this. Let's do person A. So we have the 7 of Cups. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords. We have Trust. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Move these up just a tad. Okay. We have Broken Ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. And we have Virgin, light attribute, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. Okay. So this is how person A, hopefully you, is viewing the person that you're asking about. Let's see how person B is viewing person A. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And I just realized I don't know if I have enough space. Let's see if we can kind of scoop this over just a little bit. Okay, so we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knave of Chalices, which is the Page of Pentacles, Vulnerable, Trickster, light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. And we have Scissors, disappointment in some affair. Okay. So we're going to start with person A. Very quickly, I just wanted to say, with the tea leaves, Broken Ring, and Scissors, I see that both parties kind of feel a disappointment within this connection, within this relationship. Like both parties are feeling unsatisfied in some way, and we'll kind of get into that. So person A, hopefully this is you. Hopefully you resonate with this energy of how you're viewing the person on your mind, the person that you're asking about. So we have the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So for you, pile 1, I feel like you kind of view this person, well, first of all, the 3 of Pentacles is here. It's making me think that for some of you, you may like work with this person, go to school with this person, collaborate with this person in some way. Even if you don't like work with this person, I feel like you probably feel like you and this person make a pretty good team. And that can be just like in any way in life. You may feel like you and this person make a pretty dang good team. You work well together. We do have trust here. So I feel like you probably really trust this person. But it's interesting because we have broken ring. So parting of the ways in either romance or business. So some of you, this could be a romantic connection where you have broken up with this person, or there's a separation with this person, or maybe you were a business partner or coworkers and there's been some sort of a separation here between you and this person. I also kind of feel like with Virgin here and the Page of Swords, you view this person as someone, I don't necessarily want to say childish, but maybe a little bit juvenile or innocent. This person may be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They don't have to be, of course, but you may view this person as a little bit innocent, a little bit juvenile, a little bit inexperienced. And I also kind of feel like you're in this space right now of like, what's next? What's next between me and this person with the Seven of Cups? Because this is about having options. This is about looking at all the different pathways that you could possibly go down. And I feel like you're probably in this state of contemplation, like, okay, well, what's next? But yeah, it does feel like there has been some sort of an ending between the two of you. I don't necessarily think for most of you that it was something really like traumatic or anything like that, because we do still have this element of trust here. But I definitely feel like you're kind of in this space of like, okay, what's next? So going over to person B, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Cups. So I also feel like person B kind of feels like the two of you like make a good team. Once again, with that Two of Pentacles, this is about balance. So I feel like person B feels that you and them balance each other out really, really well. Once again, make a very great team. I'm also getting the message that they may be quite busy with this Two of Pentacles. Like they might have a lot of responsibilities or a lot of things on their plate, and that might actually be kind of like an issue in this connection, where it's like maybe they weren't able to give you time or attention because their plate is just so full. They have a lot of responsibilities that they're juggling. They have a lot of things on their plate, so for some of you that could resonate as well. But if not, I just feel like they feel like you and them just balance each other out so well. You make a great team once again. Now I will say with the Wheel of Fortune here, there is this element of like destiny. Like this person feels like you and them cross paths for a reason. They feel like it was kind of destined for the two of you to have crossed paths. I feel it really does feel like a very pure energy coming from person B. Like I feel like person A's view of person B, like this virgin energy, is kind of like ringing true, at least on the energy that I'm picking up. They do kind of feel like a pure soul. But it's interesting because we do have this Page of Cups. So they kind of view you also a little bit like, I don't know if juvenile is the right word. Like it's not like childish, just kind of like pure. You know what I mean? And you may be a water sign or have water in your chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You don't have to, but that's kind of the energy that is coming through. I also kind of feel like there's some unspoken words from person B, because the pages are messengers. And with that Wheel of Fortune being here, this is also about change. So I kind of feel like person B is wanting to kind of express certain things to person A or to you, that I think would actually change this relationship or change this connection in a significant way. But we do have that element of disappointment. I kind of want to figure out what this disappointment is because both of you are definitely feeling it. Like, I don't know if like you've broken up, like if this was a romantic partner, if you've broken up, or if someone has like moved away from one another, or there's just been some kind of a rift here, and neither party is feeling very good about this disappointment or this thing that has ended between the two of you. Like neither one of you are happy about this. Both of you are definitely feeling this disappointment or this ending that has happened within this connection. I also kind of feel like person B feels very comfortable with person A, with you, pile 1. We do have that vulnerable card here. So, and even with the Page of Cups, I feel like this person views you or feels like you are someone that they can truly open up to and express their truest, deepest emotions to. And I don't know if they've actually done that. I'm getting that for some of you, they have not like really opened up to you in the way that they want to. And it might be because of external circumstances. So for example, if this is like a romantic situation, like maybe the two of you are like crushing on each other, or maybe person B was crushing on person A, but person A was in a relationship with someone else. Person B wasn't really able to express their truest, deepest feelings to person A. Just as an example, like there feels like there's something like external that was kind of possibly blocking person B from like expressing their true thoughts and feelings to person A, if that makes sense. And then Trickster, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. I feel like person B views you as someone who's kind of different, but like exciting different. Like, I don't know. I feel like they kind of view you as a little bit of like a rebel in a way. Whether you feel that way about yourself or not, that's kind of how this person views you, pile 1. With that transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, like they view you as someone who, or they feel like you're the kind of person to kind of challenge the status quo. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of pave your own path, and they might be more of like a goody two shoes is kind of what I'm picking up. And of course, feel free to like flip flop if it resonates the other way. I just had to have this kind of setup for my own comprehension of things. But yeah, they kind of view you as a little bit of a rebel or someone that's going to like challenge the status quo. And I think they really like that about you. Because it's different probably from what they're used to, but there's also this feeling of like, I can be vulnerable, but with person A. Like there's this comfortability that this person feels with you, pile 1. Now, I do want to go ahead and see what this disappointment is about, because both of you are definitely feeling it, but it's almost like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Let me see. Spirit, what is this disappointment between person A and person B? What is this disappointment? So we have the King of Cups, the Two of Cups, and Judgment. Okay. So it's definitely about opening up, I feel. We have the Hanged Man. So, okay. I kind of feel like what may have happened, especially if this is like a romantic interest, is I feel like it could be person A may have tried to express feelings to person B, or tried to kind of get things to the next level in some ways, maybe like dropping subtle little hints here and there to person B. And we did have this like fear of intimate union. So it's making me think that person B didn't really reciprocate, and it's not because they're not interested or because they don't feel the same way. I think they might literally just have this fear of intimate union. Even though that they feel like they can be vulnerable with you and that they can have like this openness with you, I think this feeling of like vulnerability with you has come after this like sort of disappointment. So it's like, I feel like you may have been trying to get things to move to the next level. You may have tried to express your feelings, and this person kind of held themselves back out of fear. And now they're realizing like, dang, I probably shouldn't have done that, because now they're feeling this disappointment, Now they're feeling this disappointment. So I don't know if like the two of you are just not on speaking terms, or if things are just a little bit weird, because like I feel like you are kind of feeling like, I don't know where to go from here now. Like I don't know what to do next. And even though I feel like there's still such pure feelings between the two of you, it's kind of like there is this disappointment that's kind of tainting the relationship right now. But I will say, the person that you're asking about, person B, is like, with this Wheel of Fortune, they're wanting to change some things around, and I feel like they're kind of in this energy of like, I don't want to make the same mistake again. If the opportunity arises, like they don't want to make the same mistake again by holding themselves back out of fear. I was also hearing like judgment call when judgment came out. So I don't know if someone made like a judgment call. Maybe it was the incorrect judgment call. Yeah, it could even be that for some of you, like the two of you were kind of pulled away from external circumstances. Like it could be work. Like one of you got a different job and had to like go to this new place or this new job or something, and maybe that's kind of the rift between the two of you as well. There's something about that, like something pulling the two of you away from each other in some capacity, something external, something that's not necessarily directly between the two of you, even though I feel like person B has definitely been holding themselves back out of fear, and possibly from an external circumstance, whether this is because you're in a relationship with someone else, or one of you or both of you got new jobs and had to move away from each other, or something of that nature. Like the two of you have just pulled apart, and I don't think it's because you've wanted to. I think it just kind of happened. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get some more tarot here. How does person B feel about person A, please, Spirit? How do they honestly feel? We have the Seven of Wands. So that's like a defensive energy. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands. And the King of Pentacles. Okay. So, I feel like person B has probably been holding themselves back because they're working on their like stability and their like financial security, for some of you as well. I do still think that there's fear here, but I also feel like person B, the person that you're asking about, has felt kind of like they're just not they're not ready, or they're not at a place where they feel like they're stable enough to have some sort of intimate reunion with you, or intimate union with you, pile one. Now I will say we do have this Eight of Wands here, which is making me think like this person is probably, like, if you're in separation, probably on their way back to you at this time. Back to you in a better place, in a more ready place. Like I said, we have that Wheel of Fortune, which is indicative of change. So I feel like they're probably feeling a lot more ready to be more open and honest with you. Pile one. But yeah, we did have the Seven of Wands, which is like kind of like a defensive energy, but I also think it's like a protective energy. So this feeling of like not being ready or like having fears, like they held themselves back, not only like protection for themselves, but like in their mind, it's like protection for you, because they don't want to disappoint you, is what I'm hearing. They don't want to disappoint you, even though I feel like their actions or lack thereof have left both of you feeling disappointed. And I think that they're kind of realizing that, or they've recognized that, and they're wanting to do better. They don't want to make that same mistake, you know? But I definitely feel like if they haven't in the past been vulnerable with you, they're definitely in that energy currently of wanting to open themselves up, of wanting to open their heart to you and express their true feelings to you, pile 1. I definitely feel that for sure. So yeah, I definitely feel like for many of you, like this is probably like a romantic-ish kind of situation. Obviously, if it's not, just like leave the romance out of it. This could just be like a soul kind of a connection, where the two of you are like just not happy with how things currently are. Like if you're feeling a disappointment, they're feeling it too. You know, if you're not feeling happy with how things are, they're feeling it too. And they're wanting to change that. And they're wanting to be more open and honest and vulnerable with you. And I also just feel like they see you as someone that's like really cool. You know, like I just heard that, like they kind of see you as someone that's just like in a way out of their league, or just really freaking cool. Pile 1, like too cool for them. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you today, pile 1. I do hope that this reading was helpful and that it resonated with you. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi, pile 2. If you chose this amethyst, then this is going to be your reading, where we are looking at how the person on your mind honestly feels about you. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. I am structuring this reading a little bit differently from how I normally do it. We're going to do kind of like a comparison, person A and person B. My intention is that person A will resonate with you and how you are viewing person B, the person that you're asking about, and then person B is obviously how they're viewing you, person A. Of course, it's a general reading, so please feel free to like flip-flop if you feel like you resonate more with person B. I just structured this for my own comprehension of this reading, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off by laying out for person A. So person A, viewing person B, we have Temperance. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Moon. Okay. We also have Dreams. We have Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. And we have Detective. Light attributes, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. Shadow attributes, voyeurism, falsifying information. Okay, can you see all of that? I think I need to move it up just a little bit. Okay, so let's take a look at person B. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. We also have Toxic. We have Not with Unsuccessful Plans. And we have Messiah, light attribute, serving humanity with humility. Shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Okay. So pile number 2, we are going to go ahead and start off with person A, which will hopefully be you and how you are viewing or feeling about your person B. So we have Temperance, the Queen of Swords, and the Moon. First of all, I want to say that you are probably feeling a little bit in the dark about this person. We have the Moon and we have Dreams here, which is making me think that there's a little bit of like uncertainty with this person. There's a little bit of like unknowns, and even with Detective here, it's making me think like you trying to figure out information about this person, or you trying to figure out this person's true feelings, or there's something about that where it's like you're kind of in the dark and you're wanting some sort of a truth from this person. I also kind of feel like with Mountain Road here, you probably view this person as someone who's either successful or very much on their way to being very successful. You may literally like have dreams about this person. There's something quite deep about your feelings towards this person. And of course, like I said in the intro, this doesn't have to be romantic, although a lot of the times I do pick up on a lot of romantic energy because most of the time that's what people are asking about. So, of course, just take what resonates and leave the rest. I just feel like there's some sort of like deep emotional, almost I want to say attachment or interest with the person that you're asking about. I also kind of feel a little bit of like a spiritual kind of connection. You may feel a spiritual connection. This person like literally may show up in your dreams a lot. And even with detective, great powers of observation and intuition, it just feels like there's some kind of intuitive or psychic thing going on between you and this person that you definitely feel. And I think that kind of makes you want to seek out the truth even more about this person and about this connection, because it's like, I think you kind of pick up on things with this person, but you're not actually seeing evidence of it in the 3D. It's like mainly in the 5D. So that's why we have the moon here, because it's like things are kind of hidden. And I feel like that's how you're feeling. Like things are kind of hidden, but you're wanting truth. You're wanting clarity, And with the temperance energy here, this is healing and balance. So you may feel like this person, I'm hearing the yin to your yang or the yang to your yin. You may feel like this person complements you really well. You may feel like the two of you balance each other out really well. But like I said, there is this energy of like things being hidden and you wanting answers. Yeah, especially with detective here, like you may be trying to figure this out on your own. I mean, you're watching this video, I guess, to see how this person really feels about you. So it kind of makes sense. Maybe you're watching a lot of pick a cards trying to figure out how this person is feeling about you. So yeah, there is that energy of like trying to get the truth and trying to figure things out, but there's so much that's just hidden. And I feel like the only thing you really have to go off of is like your intuition and what I feel like is this like psychic connection. Yeah, this person definitely probably shows up in your dreams a lot. Pile 2, for sure, I feel. And of course, if this part doesn't resonate, this is probably like the person's energy that you're asking about. So for person B, how person B is feeling about person A, we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So I feel like there's communication on the way, 100%. All of these cards are making me think of like action and movement, okay? So this connection may have kind of been at a stalemate. Like things may not have been moving or progressing, and you may have just been stuck in this energy of the moon, which is also Pisces energy, by the way. We do have a lot of air here as well. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe you or your person, and we definitely have Pisces here with the moon. Anyways, you may have been stuck kind of like in the dark about this person, wanting some kind of truth, some kind of clarity, to just kind of back up what you've been feeling and what you've kind of been intuitively picking up on with this person. And I feel like this person is on the way to you with some sort of communication here. For sure. Knight of Swords, King of Swords, Eight of Wands, these are all like fast communicative energies. Yeah, I keep hearing I'm on my way to you. So I don't know if you're at a distance from this person. For some of you, or maybe you just haven't really had a deep conversation with this person that needs to be had. If that's the case, I feel like they're on their way to you with that communication and with that clarity that you're looking for sure. With Messiah here, serving humanity with humility. I feel like this person feels like you're just a very, I want to say selfless person. They see you as someone very selfless, very giving, very nurturing, very loving. And in a way that kind of scares them or has scared them. Because we have all of this energy about like action and movement. And I think they view you as someone that is so pure, and I'm going to get into this because we have toxic here, and it's not at all like they think that you're toxic. It's almost kind of the opposite. It's like you're so pure and you're so like selfless and giving and nurturing and loving and just genuine that it kind of scares them, or has scared them a little bit. And we do have this energy of the knot with unsuccessful plans. So this person may have been planning to tell you or to communicate with you multiple times, pile 2, and it just never came to fruition. It just never happened. And I feel like now they're definitely kind of on their way to you with all of these like action, communicative type cards coming through. I feel like they're like, you know, I have to speak to pile 2. I have to be honest with pile 2, and I have to give them the clarity that they're looking for, or that I feel like they deserve, you know. I also kind of feel like with not here, this person may feel like the way things are, or the way things have kind of panned out between the two of you, is not at all the way that they wished things would have gone. There is this energy of just being unhappy with the way things are, or unsatisfied with the way things are, or with the way things have transpired between the two of you. And it could even literally be like you had plans with this person and it just didn't work out, and they're still thinking about it, you know. For some of you as well, like maybe the two of you planned to meet up and it didn't work, it didn't happen. And if that's the case, like they're still kind of like, dang, I wish that it would have worked out. I wish I would have been able to see them or talk to them. Like they're still thinking about that, if that resonates for you. Now with toxic, I was kind of feeling like it's almost the opposite. It's almost like this person feels so drawn to you, pile 2. They feel so drawn to you that it's a little bit scary to them, because it's like they can't explain why, you know. And like I was saying, I was picking up on like sort of like a psychic kind of a thing going on between the two of you. You may be more aware of that, of like this psychic, intuitive sort of connection the two of you may have, and this person feels it too, but they can't explain it. Like I don't feel like they're as like tapped in like spiritually, to where they can kind of put a meaning to what they're feeling, where like I feel like you probably can, like you can, you know, be like, oh, I'm like psychically or intuitively picking up on my person or on this person, and they're feeling it too, but they don't know that that's what that is, that it's like a psychic, intuitive kind of a thing going on. So it almost feels like this person probably obsessively thinks about you, pile 2, to the point where they think it's like kind of toxic in a way. Not that you're toxic. I don't feel that at all. I think it's like their obsessive kind of thoughts, and this feeling of, I feel so drawn to pile 2 and I can't explain it. This feels crazy. Like it makes them feel crazy sometimes. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, it makes them feel like they're losing their mind a little bit. And I think they're kind of at that point where it's like, I have to be honest with pile 2. I have to communicate with them. I have to give them clarity, not just for like their own well-being, but for mine as well. I feel like their mind is probably like constantly racing, thinking about you, pile 2, to the point where it literally makes them feel a little bit insane, and like feeling like they kind of feel like they're the toxic one kind of, because they can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about this not energy, unsuccessful plans, like whether this was like literally the plans that the two of you have made, or this could have been plans that this person had made, to come towards you or to talk to you or to express something to you, and it didn't work out. There's something about them not being content or happy with how this connection is, and it's like, why can't I stop thinking about it? You know, like that's how they feel. Why can't I stop thinking about pile 2? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I move on? Like that's how it feels. That's how this person is kind of feeling about you, pile 2. And I also want to say, like with this sword energy, I feel like they're very calculated. They're definitely logical thinkers. Like I feel like this person is definitely led more by their head than their heart a lot of the times. And with you, pile 2, if you resonate with person A, I feel like you might have a very good balance between the logical and the emotional, especially with temperance here, because this is literally about balance. So I feel like you have like a balance between your logical thoughts and then like your emotional feelings, especially when it comes towards this person. This person, I feel like, is so in their logical mind. And that might also be kind of like the reason why things have been unsuccessful, or the reason why their plans have been unsuccessful, because they're just so logical. Whoops, so sorry, I just hit the mic. That might just be the reason why things have been kind of unsuccessful. I do feel like there is some tact with this person when they're coming towards you. I feel like they have a plan in place. You know, like I feel like they have exactly what they're going to say, how they're going to say it, when they're going to say it. Like I feel like they have a whole plan in place. And I do feel like for you, pile 2, this communication from this person is going to be coming in rather quickly, because Knight of Swords, 8 of Wands, very, very fast energies, okay, like very fast. So I wouldn't be surprised if like within the next few days this person reaches out to you with some kind of truth or some kind of a clarity that will clear up this moon energy for you. Yeah, I just feel like they're a planner for sure. And it's like they've had these plans in place before, but it didn't work. Like they didn't follow through on it, you know? And for others of you, like you may have literally had plans with this person to meet up or something and it didn't work. But I also feel like even if that is the case, I still feel like this person had their own plans when it comes to like reaching out to you or talking to you, communicating to you, expressing something to you, and they just haven't been able to follow through on it. I also kind of feel like this person puts you up on a little bit of a pedestal with the Messiah energy. 'Cause like Messiah, it's like, I don't know, it just feels like they put you on a pedestal a little bit. And it's not that they like worship you, like that's a bit dramatic, a bit extreme, but they definitely, I feel like, hold you in high regard, and I feel like they have a lot of respect for you, pile 2. And that's also part of the reason why they want to have like this plan in place, because they want to come to you in, I feel like, a respectful manner. And I just feel like they want to have all of their ducks in a row. You know how like sometimes like if you're meeting someone who you look up to, or like a celebrity or someone that you really admire and look up to, and you kind of like maybe want to plan what you're going to say, what you're going to do before you meet them. Like that's kind of what it feels like. This person admires you, pile 2. They really, really do. They admire you. They definitely hold you in high regard, and they have a lot of respect for you. And they see you as someone just so selfless and pure, you know? I don't know how else to put that. They just see you as like, I'm hearing one of the best ones out there. They see you as just one of the best people that they've ever come across, that they've ever met in their life, is what I'm hearing. That's like the honest truth, how they really feel about you. Like you're one of the best people that they've ever met in their life. And so they do hold you in such high regard, and that is part of the reason why they overthink things a lot, I think, when it comes to you, to the point where they feel like they're going crazy, and they're like, okay, this is toxic, this is ridiculous. And I'm hearing like, if this person is showing up in your dreams, it's probably because they are thinking about you a lot. They're probably going through like an obsessive period of like obsessively thinking about you and thinking about their plans, or like the things that didn't go right in the past, or yeah, there's something about that coming through as well. Like if this person is showing up in your dreams, it's because they're thinking about you a lot. So yeah, that is how they truly, honestly feel about you, pile 2. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you. I do hope that this reading resonated and that it was helpful. If it was, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi pile 3, if you chose the rose quartz pendulum, then this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how the person on your mind honestly feels about you. So let's go ahead and get into it. I am structuring this reading a little bit differently from how I normally do my readings. We're going to do kind of like a comparison, person A and person B. My intention is that person A will be you, how you feel about person B, the person that you're asking about, and then person B will obviously be how they're feeling about you. It is a general reading, so feel free to flip-flop if you feel like you resonate more with person B. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So let's lay out the cards for how person A feels about person B. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. We have confused. We have broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. And you actually got 2 of these archetype cards. You got angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Shadow attributes, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. And you also have monk, nun, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Shadow attributes, negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. Okay. I'm gonna have to do it kind of like that. And for person B, we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups. And the Two of Pentacles. We have temporary. Owl, good advice from a wise person. And we have mother, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Okay. So pile number 3. We're going to start off with person A. Let me move these cards up just a little bit. Hopefully you can see everything. Okay. I think that should be good enough. Okay. So we're going to start off with person A, which hopefully will resonate with you and how you're currently feeling or viewing the person that you're asking about. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so I definitely feel like there is an emotional openness that you feel with this person, in the sense that I feel like you feel open to this person. Yeah, I feel like your heart space is open to this person, but you may feel like this person is either closed off or this person isn't at the same level that you're at in terms of emotional openness. Three of Wands being here is making me think that you're probably waiting on this person for something. It could be waiting on a new beginning. We do have this Ace of Wands, which is like a lot of passion. So you probably have a lot of passionate feelings and a lot of passionate energy towards this person. And obviously it doesn't have to be romantic passion. It could just be like an excitement, you know, like if this is a friend or something, like you always have a great time together, or like there's an excitement there. You're always excited to see this person. But there's a feeling of like waiting with that Three of Wands, waiting for something more, or waiting for something new, or just you're waiting for something. And we do have this energy of like confused, right? the other way, that way, which way. So I feel like you're kind of at a crossroads with this person. I kind of feel like you probably feel you're more invested in this connection than they are. Like that's kind of probably your perception for some of you. Broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. You may have wanted something with this person or wanted to do something with this person and it didn't happen, it didn't work, or you may be feeling like where you want this connection to go or where you want this relationship to go may not happen. So for example, if this is a romantic interest, you may want things to move to the next level. You may want commitment or, an emotional openness with this person. But you're kind of in this like crossroads and you're kind of feeling more so like things might not work out between the two of you. But we do have angel and monk and nun here, which is very interesting that these two popped out together. You're the only group that got like two of these in one side. So I kind of feel like you may view this person or you may feel like this person is okay. Well, first of all, I was feeling like for some of you or like very few of you, this person may be very religious or spiritual. Like they may be very invested in their religion or their spirituality. That's for a few of you. Others of you, I just feel like you probably view this person as someone who is probably very like selfless, but also there is this feeling of kind of closed offness with monk and nun. Like with monk and nun being here, like they're like completely devoted, right, to their religion or their spirituality. So it almost kind of feels like you probably feel like this person, their attention is elsewhere, not in a negative way, just kind of like, it kind of feels like, where do I fit in to this person's life? Or yeah, there's something about that. Like this person might be quite busy, which I'm going to kind of get into when I like get into their energy or whatever, but you might view this person as like either quite busy or like they have a lot on their plate or they're just like really devoted to something else in their life. So you're kind of like, well, I don't know like where we go from here. I don't know where I fit in to this person, but I think you feel very like open and very drawn to this person, but you're kind of like, I don't know where we're going from here. And I feel like you probably feel like this is like a good person, but it's like, where do we go? Now for person B, 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like this person feels like the two of you, and I've kind of been getting this message a lot, that the two of you probably make a pretty good team. The two of you balance each other out pretty well. But also 7 of Cups being here, they're also kind of in this energy of like, oh, where do we go from here? What do we do from here? Because 7 of Cups is about having a lot of different options, a lot of different pathways that you could take. So you're both in that energy of like, where are we going? Like, what are we doing? And with temporary here, temporary bump, this energy of like being at a crossroads, of being like, okay, where do we go from here? They're feeling like this is like a temporary hurdle or like a temporary bump, and this current stage where you're at in this connection is not going to last forever. But I also feel like they're trying to weigh all of their options and trying to figure out where to go from here. I also feel like they feel like you're a very wise person. Pile 3 with that owl here, good advice from a wise person. You may have given them some really good advice and they're very appreciative of that, or they just view you as someone very wise. You may be older than this person. For some of you with the Mother here, there is this very nurturing, loving, patient energy that this person feels from you. not that they see you as a mother. I mean, you could literally be a mother. Could be that you could be asking about your kid for all I know. But if not, I just feel like they view you as someone very loving, very nurturing, very kind, very wise. I'm hearing wise beyond your years. So it could even be that you're the same age as this person or even younger, but they see you as someone that's like very wise for their age, for some of you as well. But yeah, they are also kind of feeling confused. Pile 3. Like you're confused and they're confused, which might not be that helpful, but that's kind of what I'm picking up on. I'm also feeling like they are probably really invested right now in probably work, career, some sort of creative endeavor, or just something that has their attention. I feel like they're really focused on that, and they're trying to find maybe like a better balance between like work and play. You know what I mean? Because I do feel like they're probably a very busy person. And they might view you as well as being someone very, very busy as well. But there's something about like the both of you are just not sure where things are going. But I feel like both of you feel like the two of you get on really well. You know? Like when the two of you are together, things are great. But when you're apart, it's like, okay, well, what are we doing here? You know? Yeah, but I definitely feel like they feel like the two of you make a great team. You work very well together. You definitely balance each other out really well. And yeah, they see you as someone very nurturing, very loving, very patient, very kind. But they're also confused. So I kind of want to see where they're kind of leaning towards with this confusion energy, like which way they're leaning more towards, because I feel like you, pile 3, are probably leaning more towards like things are probably not going to work out the way that you wanted to with that broken wishbone. Like you might kind of be leaning more towards that energy. I kind of want to see where your person is leaning towards. So for person B, please, Spirit, where are they leaning towards with this confused energy with the 7 of Cups? What decision are they leaning more towards? So we have the Tower. What are they leaning towards? Okay. The King of Swords and the 6 of Cups. Okay. So the Tower came out and I immediately heard they're like leaning towards blowing shit up. So I don't know what that's about. But if you're familiar with tarot, the Tower is a really sudden, major shift, change. It's something that is quite unexpected, and can be just very, it can just be a lot. King of Swords and the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups energy, this is soulmate energy. They may feel like there's like a soul connection between the two of you for some of you. This is also about the past and nostalgia. So for some of you, you may have known this person for a long time. But I feel like they're leaning more towards, I'm hearing it's like they're reprioritizing their life to fit you in better or something like that. Yeah, it's a reorganization of priorities, and I feel like they're going to cut something out of their life, something that they've been like really devoted to. And I think it's because they want to prioritize this relationship a little bit more, or actually a lot a bit more. There's something about that, some kind of responsibility or something that they've been devoted to. I feel like they're likely trying to either walk away from or trying to reorganize things to fit better. Because like I said, like I feel like they're trying to find a little bit of a better balance because they are so busy. I feel like for some of you where they can't like give you what you're probably wanting. And so I feel like they're leaning more towards this decision of reprioritizing things. And it might be a very like sudden shift or sudden change or sudden decision that they decide to make. But I think it's one that's going to benefit the both of you and this connection. Yeah. I almost feel like for some of you, like this person could be like moving suddenly, like moving closer to you if they're at a distance, and they just hit you up and they're like, hey, guess what? I live in your city now. We should meet up. You know, like it's that kind of thing. Like I feel like there's some kind of a big sudden shift or decision that this person is going to make that I think is going to benefit the both of you. And it might be something that you didn't expect this person to make because they're so devoted to whatever this is, or they're so connected to whatever this is that they're going to shift or change or leave behind. So, yeah, but I feel like especially if you're at a distance from this person or like in separation with this person or just like very minimal contact with this person feels like this is not the end. You may be feeling like you're like on the verge of this being the end. But in their head, they're like, this is not the end. This is temporary. This is a temporary bump in the road between the two of you. But they're trying to figure out their next plan of action, you know? So they're kind of confused, but also like, I think they have a clearer direction of where they want things to go. And you're kind of like, well, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens, but I'm not getting my hopes up. And they're kind of like, I want things to move forward. I want this relationship to get better and solidify a little bit more. So I have to figure out what to do in order for that to happen. And I think there's going to be some sort of a sudden shift or sudden change or sudden decision that this person makes. And this could even be like the Six of Cups being here. This could be something that they've been devoted to or something like that since they were a kid. It could even be like a childhood dream that maybe they've been trying to pursue, and then they decide that maybe this isn't the right path for them, and they make that sudden decision to stop pursuing this childhood dream and do something else. And it could even be like some of you may have like told this person like maybe there's a better path for you, maybe there's something better out there for you, and they take your advice. You know, it could even be something like that as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you, Pile 3. I do hope that this reading resonated and that it was helpful for you. If it was, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!